Hey fellas, Rusty here, and today we're going to take a look at a pretty special knife. This is a Parker Frost out of 1978, known from their Preferred Stock series. Now in their Preferred Stock series, they went to Schrade to have these made. And in another video I saw from another YouTuber who did it, I wish I could give him credit, I forgot where I saw it. You'll notice Schrade is on the tang stamp, and there was a little bit of, shall we say, unhappiness with Parker and Frost, because that happened. That's the story. So anyways, in 1978, the Preferred Stock series, I believe they made a single bladed trapper. I know they made a Stockman. They made a muskrat, and they all have a blade etch on them by the same artist that later on did some Schrades, which I happen to have out of the Tradesman series. And so this one is called the the Mink, and it's going to have this blade etch on there. The artist, I want to say his name is Frank Giamani, and the single bladed one is going to say the Bandit, and it's going to have a raccoon. The Stockman is going to say Bison, and of course has a buffalo. And Johnny Muskrat has a picture of a dude, a guy with a mustache. I have the Muskrat coming in a couple days, so look for a video on that. I'm not sure how I'll release these, because I also have a 1981 Schrade series, which they did the miner, the lumberman, the farmer, the rancher, and the fisherman. So notice we have a Parker Frost tang stamp, and just a gorgeous green bone. 1978, this was their Preferred Stock. This truly is wonderful, wonderful craftsmanship. It's a deep green bone. It's just fabulous. You guys can see some of the marbling here, the lack of the gaps, even the blade grinds. You can kind of see, and I'll really praise Schrade and Camillus out of these time periods with their flat grind. You got sort of a left you can see the grind slightly in there on that finish, and sharp, excellent contact, almost butter smooth. I do have a bit of stepping on this one. Great springs. And let's check out the snap. Okay, right here it is butter smooth. And we'll open this pull. Oh, just kind of hydraulic. So let's get to that last. Okay, and again, we'll look at the blade grinds. And I'd say she's sharp. Oh, this one is no stepping. Very nice. And here we go. So let's compare that, shall we? Here is a modern case knife. This one's been customized by yours truly, and it started out as the sky blue and got dipped in some purple. But you'll notice this is 4 1/8. I think these are 3 7/8, and that's just an amazing size for me. Maybe we'll get into that again. The case has some good fit and finish. I don't know if you can tell. You can just tell that Parker Frost that Schrade is better. It really is. Take a look at your bone jigging. And I know this one's been dyed. I promise you, it didn't look like glass. This is just a classy look here. So just notice something there. Blade centering. Okay, and what do we got here? You guys already know. A little bit of a, blump. And here we got a little bit of a snap. I wouldn't say one is particularly better than the other. So here we are with the clip point and blade stock thickness. Alright, the springs are not the same. Before we get into this, so this is where it works for me. It's still a handful, but it's much better ergos. I can't explain it. Just fantastic ergos here. Oh, by the way, these are going to run, I want to say I paid about $60-65 for this. And if you're just looking for a trapper, whether you're looking for a showpiece or a user, you could buy one of these for your user at $65, and you're going to get these for $60. Now, they don't make these anymore, and won't be long before they don't make these anymore. But yeah, you could buy it, you could use it. Oh, let's compare those. If that's what you want, is a nice trapper knife, go ahead and look back in time. And Schrade and Camillus, in my opinion, have done some great knives in the 70s and 80s. I will be willing to bet this is a stainless steel, because in 81 the Schrade knives had a Schrade Plus, which is sort of like, from my understanding, maybe it's either 440A, but I want to say it could be 440B. But man, let me know what you guys think. Check out my tradesman. I got some Schrade tradesmen. I got the miner, the farmer, the rancher. So that's a single bladed trapper, and both the stockmans in red bone and brown bone. And I have this. This is your double bladed trapper. And I'm going to have a muskrat, also in green bone, which looks to be a lighter green bone. So we'll see. That might be fun. So I'm going to have all the colors. They made red, green, and brown. I'm going to have a couple out of the Parker Frost. There was 4, the Stockman, single bladed trapper, double bladed trapper, and the muskrat. And I'm going to have 3 out of the other series, the Schrade, actual Schrade series in 1981, and maybe even later on. So, hey, that's enough. Thanks for sticking with me. Bye now.